Mallory Maddox.
And I'm John Nicely. Emergency crews were called to the Durham Outpatient Center at Nebraska Medicine this morning. Witnesses reported smelling a strange odor.
It was first described as a gas odor, so emergency crews quickly went floor to floor trying to find the source. Our Josh Sprider was on the scene shortly after the call.
And he joins us now live. Josh.
John and Mallory, that gas odor ended up being paint fumes coming from this adjacent parking garage from over here. Now, officials say those fumes weren't ventilated properly. All is calm now, but it was certainly an unforgettable experience for hundreds just hours ago.
Nebraska Medicine? That's a good place to go.
But today wasn't a typical day for Nebraska Medicine.
I went into the building, I start coughing, and I noticed other people start coughing, and then I was waiting to check in.
Just after 9:45 this morning, emergency crews were called to the Durham Outpatient Center after several people complained of irritated throats, irritated eyes, and headaches. A total of 350 people had to be evacuated.
We were just kind of all standing around looking.
Emergency crews went floor to floor trying to determine the cause. The odor later found to be the smell of fresh paint coming from an adjacent parking garage that is under construction. Officials say the paint wasn't drying properly due to a ventilation issue, and that combined with the heat and humidity only made the situation worse.
The product itself is heavier than air, so it settles in a low area, and then once it reached that low area, they had nowhere to dissipate to.
Officials say 3 people walked into the nearby emergency room and 2 people were transported. All of them were treated and released. Those coming and going all impacted, including Janet Hershey. She was running late to her morning appointment.
I jumped in my car to get here on time, and then I couldn't get in.
All appointments were canceled. Those evacuated were moved to the main auditorium.
They got them moving and working the crowd and making sure that they had wheelchairs and water.
Deborah Steele, who also had to deal with the inconvenience of a canceled appointment.
Nobody was panicked. I mean, it's not like, it was like an active shooter event or an explosion or anything, and so it was organized.
Just thankful the situation wasn't any worse. And those were the words from dozens of people we spoke to today. It could have been a lot worse, especially with everything we've seen in the news recently. Now, we spoke to Nebraska Medicine and asked them how they prepare for unexpected events like this, and this is what spokesperson Taylor Wilson had to say.
We receive a text, we receive a page, we receive an email, we get a call, and we all kind of know where to go depending on what the incident might be.
And it wasn't until 2:15 this afternoon that people were actually allowed back into the building and to retrieve their cars in the parking garage. And they do tell us they plan to be open tomorrow. Mallory?
All right, thank you. That's Josh Sprider reporting live tonight.